If you're considering a move to El Dorado Hills, then this is the video for you. Today, I'm going to give you 5 pros and 3 cons. Stay tuned. Hi, this is Jacqueline Gage with Living in Sacramento. And if this is your first time at my channel, this is where I talk to you about everything Sacramento related, talk to you about the neighborhoods and what it's like to live here. So don't forget, subscribe right down below and tap that bell button so you're notified every time I do a new video. If you're thinking about a move to Sacramento, definitely reach out. I help people all the time concerning relocating here. It's a fabulous place. Call, text, PM, DM, whatever you prefer, just reach out. We'd love to help you. All right, so number 1 pro is the views. El Dorado Hills views are spectacular. So El Dorado Hills is located just 40 minutes from Sacramento and 90 minutes away from Tahoe. So it sits in the bottom of the Sierra Nevada foothills, and it is perfectly nestled in there so you can overlook the Sacramento Valley, Folsom Lake, and the Foothill Mountains. You get all the views, a threefer for living in El Dorado Hills. So it's spectacular and, lovely to end the day with a glass of wine overlooking the Sacramento Valley and seeing the sunset. It's really picturesque. One of the great neighborhoods that has spectacular views is Ridgeview. As you drive east on Highway 50 past Folsom, Ridgeview sits off to the left and overlooks the whole valley. So if you want some views, check out Ridgeview. Number 2 pro, luxury. If you want luxury living, well, El Dorado Hills is where it's at. I mean, there's so many beautiful homes. Everything is very clean. You don't see homeless there at all. A lot of the communities are gated communities, so it's very safe. One of the most premier luxury communities is Serrano. It's gorgeous. If you go up there, you'll definitely hear about it. And Serrano is anchored around the Serrano Country Club. So if you play golf, this is the place for you. And I do play golf, and it is a gorgeous golf course. This isn't any golf course. It's an 18-hole championship golf course. They have a world-renowned architect that designed it, Robert Trent Jones. So your handicap definitely will be tested here. But you could really live the life and just go from your house, drive your golf cart to the country club. Once you're done with golf, they have a ton of amenities, not just a golf course, but they have a pool, a health club, fitness facilities, anything you could want. So it's all right there within this gated community, and it has spectacular views of the Sacramento Valley, Folsom Lake, and the golf course. So you definitely want to check out Serrano. Number 3 pro, the homes are newer. So with a newer home is low maintenance living. You just bring your bags right in, very turnkey. And a lot of people love this. As opposed to Sacramento proper, you have lovely homes there too, but a lot of them are older and need a lot of upkeep. So a lot of the homes in El Dorado Hills were built in the 2000s up until the market crash. So they're Tuscan style, and then homes are still being built today. So very easy breezy with the homes in El Dorado Hills. Just roll right in. Number 4 pro, lots of recreation. So just where El Dorado Hills is located, the land itself provides so much to do. You're right next to the lake, so there's a ton of water sports, endless water sports. A lot of people have boats. You can fish, jet ski, water ski, kayak, raft, endless possibilities on the lake. Also, being in the foothills, there's a lot of people who love checking out the trails, biking, hiking, running, walking. So really great for an active lifestyle in El Dorado Hills. Being out with nature, it's so beautiful. Even if you aren't an active person, you want to get out there and take advantage of the surroundings. And, there's shopping close by. Roseville, not far. A lot of people go there for shopping. Also, if you love wine, there's a lot of great wineries. So there's so many things to do in El Dorado Hills. The possibilities are endless. Number 5, El Dorado Hills is a great place to raise a family. I mean, it has all the components you would want: good schools, low crime, bigger houses, a lot more square footage, lots of space. They've made sure in El Dorado Hills to put in a ton of parks. You have a lot of recreational activities. So that's why so many people, especially from the Bay Area, gravitate towards El Dorado Hills. And in Sacramento proper, the schools aren't as great in many places. So that's why people gravitate towards it. Also, El Dorado Hills is consistently ranked in the top 100 best places to live in Northern California. Part of it being the high median income it has, as well as the low poverty rates. So a very desirable place for families. All right, guys, now let's jump into the cons. Number one con: the cost of living is higher. So comparatively speaking, El Dorado Hills is much higher than the rest of the nation. When looking at the cost of living index, the national average is 100 and El Dorado Hills is 166. So it's much higher. But when you compare it to other places in California, like major cities, like the Bay Area, San Francisco, those people come here thinking that you get so much bang for your buck. So, and you really do. In California, there's not too many places where you can have a great life and have a lower cost of living. And I would say El Dorado Hills would be one of those places. And, it provides a lot. You have great schools there as well. So you aren't having to put your kid in private school, and the homes are beautiful and all new and maintained. So you don't have to do anything, very dialed in. So just to give you some stats in El Dorado Hills, the median household income is $131,000. The median house price is $783,000. And housing has risen quite a bit everywhere in the past year, but especially in El Dorado Hills, we've seen about a 20% increase in housing. So definitely come here now before things continue to escalate. Number two con: the added fees. So on top of your mortgage payment, there are other things that you're going to want to consider if you're thinking about El Dorado Hills. One of them is Mello-Roos. Mello-Roos is a tax that is in newer neighborhoods, and the money goes to things like the schools, the roads, the fire department, things that build the community, parks. So that is something to consider, and in different areas they are different. So check those out and ask your lender. Also, HOAs, those vary in different subdivisions, can definitely be significant, and so you want to make sure that you are feeling comfortable with that, and you want to make sure you read those HOA rules really well. And also, we've had a ton of fires, so fire insurance is definitely something you want to consider immediately, and it can be expensive in certain parts. All right, number three, and I also put number three as a pro, so it's depending on what your taste is, but newer housing. So not everyone loves newer housing, can definitely be a plus for some, but the subdivisions and everything looking the same, some people say that it's too cookie cutter. I have buyers who either love it or hate it. You may want more character. It just depends what your style is, but it's something to consider. And also, a lot of the properties were built in the 2000s, so styles were different then, even though it is newer. It's a Tuscan style. A lot of people might not like Tuscan style, and that is a lot of it. So that sums it up for our pros and cons today. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. And also, I have another video on El Dorado Hills that I'll add to the end of this, so check that out. And if you have any questions on the area, please just message me. And if you're considering relocating, reach out to us. We'd love to help you. All right, take care. Number 4, lots of recreation. So being right next to Folsom Lake, I mean, the possibilities are endless for water sports. If you're a boater, perfect. I mean, if you aren't and you're moving to El Dorado Hills, you'll probably end up with a boat. A lot of people love to take advantage of it on the weekends, especially during the summertime. Folsom Lake is booming. You see people fishing, water skiing, kayaking, rafting, just hanging out. Also, the foothills, they provide so many great trails, also great for mountain bike riders or bike riders, runners, hikers. So it's a great place to take advantage of the land. Even if you aren't an active person, it makes you want to be active because it's so beautiful. And definitely there's other things to do. There's wineries, there's shopping nearby. The town center has a lot. So the possibilities are endless in El Dorado Hills.